Hello darts nuts, I'm gonna do another review of a set of shot darts. I've already reviewed this particular style of dart. It was the Longitude soft tip, and this is the steel tip version. It's a new range from shot of longer than normal barrels. There is 6 series in the range, and 2 of the models is series 4 and 5, which are both this style of barrel, but one is longer than the other. This is the 24 gram series 5, which is 59mm long, and the series 4 is 56mm, I think. And like I said, I've already reviewed the soft tip version, so this is the steel tip version, and this is probably the longest tungsten barrel that I've ever had. They're a 90% tungsten barrel. They come from dartswarehouse.com in New Zealand, and they cost approximately £37 depending on the exchange rate, and it's free delivery all the way from New Zealand. Usually it doesn't take any more than 5 days, so this particular series is available in 22, 24 and 26 grams, and the same model shape but with the shorter barrel is available in 21, 23 and 25 grams. As you can see, it comes in the slimline packaging from Shot, and inside you've got a little weight guarantee card, 24.15 grams. Says this card officially certifies that these darts have been precision manufactured by Shot to the weight specified on this card at strict tolerances of plus or minus 0.05 gram. And supplied with the darts, you've got some short looks like polycarbonate shafts, and some Shot small standard shape transparent flights. So that's what you get. Let's have a close look at the darts. Right, here's the close look at the darts. Yeah, it'd be pretty much the same as the soft tip version, but just all the darts already, the extra weight does make them feel a bit different. Darts are fitted with a black coated point, and they've got a tapered nose with a little groove at the front, and then it's got these 3 scallop sections, and they're only a narrow scallop, so you can feel it as you're resting your finger and your thumb on it. So that in itself is a kind of a grip. Then you've got these like 2 main knuckles, I like to call them a knuckle, and these have got ring style grip with axial grooves cut along the length, and they actually are quite grippy. You can feel like the edges of the rings and the groove. When I was throwing the soft tip darts, I was throwing them from that knuckle there. The one thing I noticed straight away is with the soft tips, I think they had quite short points on, as these feel a bit longer, so immediately that feels a little bit different. I may actually try throwing it from there, but because it's such a long barrel, I guess it's probably going to be better balanced around here, but we'll have to see what happens when I throw it. I don't think I've thrown a tungsten dart of this length before. I have got some old brass darts which are about 60 or 70mm long, but I've never had a tungsten set this long. So overall I would say it's a high medium verging onto a high level of grip on those knuckles. But a lot of people do like a long barrel dart, so I think that's basically why this range has come out. Obviously there's not going to be as many people that want a dart this long, but choice is there if you want it. And it does look a very nice looking dart. It's quite an unusual design. And you've got your short shaft and the transparent flights. So I'll just let you have a look at the dart, then I'll put the detailed picture up. Okay, here's the detailed picture. Here's the detailed look at the darts. It's got a black coated point of 31mm. There's a slight taper to the front of the barrel, and it's about 7mm wide, and then there's a groove of about 1mm, and then you go into the first scallop section, which is about 11mm wide, and then there's a knuckle section which has got these lateral grooves, and it's made up of a ring grip, and the rings are about 5.4mm wide, and then there's another scallop section of about 10.5mm, and then another knuckle section of 5.4mm rings and grooves, and then there's the last scallop section of 11mm, then there's another 1mm groove, and then there's the rear section which is smooth and tapers towards the shaft of 6.6mm. The length is 59mm and the width is 6.5mm. Alright, I'll take some measurements of the barrel. It should be around 59mm. That's what the stated measurement is. Yep. 59.06, so it's probably 59 exact. It's just a fraction out of a millimeter. And the scallop section, again like the soft tip version, is very thin, 5.4, and the knuckle sections a little bit wider on this than it was on the soft tip version, 6.6. Just measure the other one. And the only problem with these is where you catch the edges of the thing. So I'd say it's 6.6 at its widest, and then that smooth section just tapers to the shaft, 5.7. I'll just weigh the barrels now. That one is 24.22 grams. That one is 24.2. And that one is 24.2 as well. And the weight of the full setup as supplied is 25.69. Alright, I'll see if I can find the balance point. Might be a bit tricky with these scallop sections. I think that's about it. Just in the middle scallop, pretty much even weighted there, and with the supplied setup just moves a little bit to the rear, but it's still pretty central. Alright then, that's the close look at the darts. I was quite interested to try the steel tip. Soft tip version, I got more used to throwing them after I'd been playing with them a while, and these are a little bit longer, but they're also a bit heavier, so I may get on with these better because of the weight, but regarding the length, that'll be something interesting to find out. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just holding the darts on the front scallop, just about there. When I tried the soft tip, I think I was holding them on the first knuckle, but for some reason it feels more natural when I'm throwing it, holding it there. And it is like a long dart, so I'm kind of catching my face on the drawback a little bit, so that is a little bit off-putting. I've had to like move across a little bit to try and not hit my face, but one thing I have noticed with the especially with me holding it there, is the darts like fishtail a little bit, probably because they're so long, but it seems to correct itself pretty quick as well. So on first impression it's flying quite well, apart from the little bit of fishtailing, but it just corrects itself because I don't know if it's because of the length. But quite like the grip there. I think I probably would prefer it there, but it just, I think it's more the length of the point as well. It just feels a little bit awkward, but I'll try and throw it from there, see what happens. Yeah, throwing it from there, the dart flies a lot stable. I think it's just because I'm getting a bit further up the barrel and there was no fishtailing at all there. I'll give it another go. Yeah, it flies a lot more stable there, and I dare say it'd probably fly even better for a middle gripper, or if you like to grip neither ray. I'll give it a try there and see what that feels like. I can't throw it very good from there though. Just feels a little bit unnatural there. Just for the sake of trying, I'll try it on that last knuckle. That was a bit strange there, throwing it from the knuckle, although it doesn't feel natural. What I did notice there, for some reason the darts were spinning a lot. Bit weird, but if you're a natural middle or ray gripper, then obviously it's going to fly a lot better because you're a bit closer to the balance point of the dart. Naturally it just feels more right there for me to grip it, although I get a bit more fishtailing. Throwing it from there isn't so bad, it's a lot more stable. Just feels more comfortable holding it there, and I think it's probably the points, because I like to rest my finger on the point, whereas there it feels more comfortable. There it feels as if I'm a little bit more stretched. So I'm just going to go back to that grip. Oh well, that's the shot Longitude 24 gram. I found these a little bit easier to throw than the soft tip version, probably because these are a little bit heavier, and the only thing, like I said, was me holding it at the front. It was fishtailing a little bit, but holding it there it was a lot more stable, and they actually fly very well, a lot better than I thought they were going to be, especially for me because I'm not really used to long darts, especially not a set that are nearly 60mm long. My only problem was I kept hitting my face on the drawback, so I had to kind of move my start position a little bit, which was a little bit awkward to get the hang of, but after a while they got easier and easier to throw, and I was surprised at how quickly, when they were fishtailing, they just seemed to correct really quickly. So, but I have a feeling that unless you have a particular kind of a throw that likes a long dart, holding it at the front, obviously you'll like a long barrel, but I think this seemed to be more stable around here, so maybe probably suit middle grippers and maybe a rear grip as well, because they are long. It just depends how you grip the dart really, but for me they didn't work too badly, and I do like that grip there, but I was holding it there for most of the time, and even though that's on the scallop, it wasn't really off-putting. It gives you a nice little notch to hold against, so not a bad dart at all really. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.